play with. More than a man takes dedication. More than a man is an endless job. Good for humanity, y'all deserve some props. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. More than a man, add some civility. More than a man, builds your integrity. More than a man brings dependability.
Hello everyone, I'm Richard Joseph Bias, and in my videos what I'm trying to do is help parents, mothers, and fathers with raising their son into a great man. So the videos are all geared towards raising that young man from adolescence all the way to manhood, college, and beyond. So hopefully you'll like the videos, just subscribe to the channel, and help us communicate what is necessary in this world to create a young man into a great man. Looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to see you subscribe to my channel. And thank you. 4 books that every young man should have. First book is Molding a Man, where it goes from adolescence to college, talking about all the things a young man should be doing in order to become a great man. Second book, 10 Steps for a Young Man to Become a Great Man. Goes through all the things a young man should know about that'll help him become a great man. Third book, Code of a Man, which lets a young man know being a man is all about. And the fourth book, Making a Woman, lets a young man know what he needs to look for in a woman to make her worthy of being a wife.
What, in essence, defines a great man? Is it his physical prowess, his mental fortitude, or perhaps something more? In our quest to comprehend what truly defines a great man, we must first peel back the layers and delve into the foundation: strength. Not merely the capacity to lift heavy weights or run marathons, but a strength that is as much mental as it is physical. Picture a man like Nelson Mandela, a paragon of fortitude. This wasn't a man who was just physically strong, but mentally indomitable. Despite enduring 27 grueling years of imprisonment, he emerged not only unbroken, but stronger, his spirit unbowed. His mental fortitude became his strength, propelling him into a realm of greatness few have ventured into. Strength, however, isn't just about withstanding adversity. It's about the ability to stand tall in the face of challenges, to persevere when the going gets tough, and to keep pushing forward when all odds are stacked against you. It's about resilience, determination, and an unwavering belief in oneself. But let's not forget about physical strength. Yes, it does play a role in the making of a great man. Physical strength is a testament to a man's discipline, his commitment to his health and well-being. It's a reflection of his respect for his body, his temple. It's a symbol of his ability to protect, to serve, to contribute positively to the world around him. Strength, however, is not about exuding dominance or asserting superiority. It's about harnessing one's abilities for the greater good, using one's power to uplift, not to oppress. A truly strong man is one who is gentle yet firm, kind yet assertive, humble yet confident. So you see, strength in its various forms is not just about muscles and mind. It's about character, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth and development. It's about the courage to face adversity head-on, the tenacity to never give up, and the humility to learn, grow, and evolve. It's this amalgamation of physical and mental strength that lays the foundation for a man's greatness. And it's these strong men, these pillars of strength, who make our world a better place to live. Strength, in its many forms, lays the foundation for greatness. But strength alone does not make a man great. What about the courage to stand up for what is right? This question prompts us to delve deeper into the makings of a great man. Strength, both physical and mental, is undeniably vital. But let's not forget the other facets that shape greatness. One such facet is courage. But what exactly does it mean to be courageous? Being courageous is not about being fearless. It's about the willingness to face fear, to challenge it, and to persist in spite of it. It's about standing up for what you believe in, even when the world seems to be against you. It's about maintaining your resolve when the odds are stacked against you. Consider the life of Mahatma Gandhi. A man of slight build, he was not physically imposing, yet his courage was monumental. He dared to stand against the might of the British Empire, armed only with his principles. He believed in nonviolence and truth, and he stuck to these principles with unwavering tenacity. He faced imprisonment, criticism, and even the threat of death, but he never backed down. Or take the example of Martin Luther King Jr., who fought tirelessly for the rights of African Americans during a time of rampant racism and segregation. His courage to stand up against inequality and injustice, to dream of a better world, and to inspire others to join his fight marks him as one of the greats. Courage is not about winning every battle. It's about standing your ground, even when victory seems impossible. It's about the audacity to challenge the status quo, to question what is unjust, and to strive for a better world. It's about the bravery to face adversity head-on, and to never let it deter you from your path. Courage, my friends, is the mark of a man who is not afraid to stand for his beliefs. It's the willingness to face the storm, to brave the odds, and to fight for what you believe in. It's about realizing that fear is just a hurdle to overcome on the path to greatness. Courage is the mark of a man who is not afraid to stand for his beliefs. Strength and courage are significant, but what about the virtue of righteousness? Righteousness indeed is the third pillar of greatness in the acronym SCRAW. It's not just about being right or wrong. It's about a deep-seated belief in humanity and goodness for everyone. Let's take a moment to explore the life and legacy of a man who personified righteousness. Martin Luther King Jr. King was not just a civil rights activist, he was a beacon of hope, a shining example of righteousness in action. His dream was not just for himself, but for all of humanity. A dream where everyone, regardless of their race or color, was treated with dignity and respect. His fight against racial discrimination was steeped in righteousness. King once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." He stood up for equality, not because it was popular, but because it was the right thing to do. His righteousness was not about personal gain, but about creating a better world for everyone. But King's righteousness didn't just stop at equality. He believed in nonviolence, in treating every human being with kindness and respect. He once said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." This profound statement is a testament to his deep-rooted belief in righteousness. His righteousness was not just an ideology, it was a way of life. He led by example, showing the world that it's not just about standing up for what's right, but also about doing it with love and respect. He proved that righteousness is not a trait that's exclusive to the strong and mighty. It's a virtue that can be embraced by anyone, regardless of their stature or strength. But remember, righteousness is not about being perfect. It's about striving towards creating a better world, about standing up for what's right even when it's hard. It's about believing in the inherent goodness of humanity and working towards bringing it out. So let's strive to be righteous, to be the beacon of hope in this world, just like Martin Luther King Jr. Because righteousness is the beacon that guides a man towards the path of greatness. Yet strength, courage, and righteousness aren't enough. What about the admiring gaze of those around us? In the grand tapestry of human history, there have been numerous individuals whose actions have not only shaped the world around them, but also earned them the reverence and admiration of their peers. The quality of being admirable, of commanding respect, is a crucial component of our SCRAW framework. Consider, for instance, the remarkable life of Winston Churchill. A man of many talents, Churchill's strength of character and indomitable spirit during the dark days of World War II earned him a special place in the annals of history. His leadership, his unwavering belief in victory, and his ability to rally his countrymen in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds were nothing short of admirable. But what is it that made Churchill so admirable? Was it his eloquence, his fierce resolve, or his strategic brilliance? Perhaps it was all of these and more.
Ladies, I want you to help me create a world of great men. Buy my book and give it to your man. He will thank you, and your son will thank you too.
Churchill demonstrated that to be truly admirable, one must lead by example. It's not enough to merely talk the talk. One must also walk the walk. Churchill's legacy is not just one of victory in war or political acumen, it is a legacy of honor. His actions, his words, his very being exuded a sense of honor that resonated with people not just in his own country, but across the globe. His life serves as a reminder that honor is not bestowed but earned through actions and deeds that inspire others. Being admirable isn't just about being respected, it's about inspiring respect in others. It's about leading by example, about demonstrating through our actions the kind of person we aspire to be. It's about standing tall in the face of adversity, about showing the world that we are not just strong, courageous, and righteous, but also worthy of admiration. And when we manage to do that, when we inspire admiration in others, we leave behind a legacy that transcends time and space, a legacy of honor, of respect, and of love. Admirability leaves a legacy of honor and respect. Finally, what about wisdom? Isn't that the ultimate crown of greatness? Wisdom, my friends, is the pinnacle, the zenith, the crowning jewel in the kingdom of greatness. It is the guiding star that illuminates the path of righteousness, the compass that directs the ship of courage, and the steady hand that holds the reins of strength. Consider for a moment Albert Einstein. A man of modest beginnings, he rose to become one of the most influential physicists of the 20th century. His wisdom was not merely in his understanding of the universe and its workings, but in his ability to see beyond the conventional, to question, and to explore. His wisdom led to the theory of relativity, a concept that revolutionized our understanding of the world. It was wisdom that enabled Einstein to transform the realm of physics, and it was wisdom that marked him as a truly great man. But what is wisdom, you might ask? It is not just the accumulation of knowledge, but the ability to use that knowledge well. It is the capacity to discern what is truly important, to see beyond the surface, to understand the deeper truths of life. It is the foresight to anticipate outcomes and the insight to make sound decisions. It is the humility to admit when one is wrong and the courage to stand by what is right, even in the face of adversity. Wisdom is the voice that whispers in the ear of the strong, advising caution when necessary. It is the nudge that prods the courageous, reminding them that bravery is not about recklessness, but about standing up for what is right. It is the beacon that guides the righteous, illuminating the path of justice and fairness. And it is the mirror that reflects the admirable, showing them the value of honor and integrity. Wisdom, my friends, is more than just a trait. It is a way of life, a pursuit, a journey. It is the culmination of strength, courage, righteousness, and admirability. It is the crown that sits atop the head of the truly great, a testament to their greatness. So I leave you with this thought. Wisdom is the crown that marks a man as truly great. So, we've delved into the attributes of strength, courage, righteousness, admirability, and wisdom. But what does it all mean? Let's take a moment to step back and reflect on these significant attributes, these pillars of character that we've been discussing. Remember, these aren't just a collection of random traits. They're the building blocks that shape the greatness in a man. Strength, whether physical or mental, is the foundation. It's the bedrock on which the other attributes are built. It's the ability to endure, to persevere, to stand firm in the face of adversity. It's the resilience to bounce back when life knocks you down. Courage is the willingness to stand on principle, even when it's not the popular thing to do. It's the audacity to speak up for what's right, to defend the weak, to challenge the status quo. It's not about being fearless, it's about acting in spite of the fear. Righteousness is the belief in humanity and goodness for everyone. It's the moral compass that guides a man's actions, ensuring that he treats everyone with respect and fairness. It's the conviction that every person deserves dignity and justice. Admirability is about leading by example, about being a man of honor. It's about living a life that's worthy of emulation, a life that inspires others to strive for their best selves. It's the essence of true leadership. And finally, wisdom. This is the mental intelligence to reason through problems and give good advice. It's the ability to learn from experiences, to make informed decisions, to see the bigger picture. It's knowing when to speak and when to listen, when to act and when to wait. Together, these attributes form the acronym SCRAW, but they're more than just letters. They're the essence of what makes a man great. They're the roadmap to a life of purpose, a life of impact. The SCRAW attributes aren't just traits, they're a pathway to greatness. We've journeyed through the SCRAW attributes, but how do they influence our world? Now, let's dive into the world of great men, a world shaped by these attributes. They aren't just letters on a page, they're the building blocks of a thriving society, the cornerstones of individual character, and the blueprint for greatness. Imagine a world where every man embodies strength, both physically and mentally. It's a world where men aren't afraid to flex their mental muscles, to challenge conventions, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. It's a world where men are resilient, undeterred by life's hardships, and always ready to rise again. This strength doesn't just benefit the individual, it uplifts the entire community, setting a firm foundation for collective growth and progress. Now think of courage. It's not just about being fearless in the face of danger, it's about standing up for what's right, even when it's unpopular. It's about taking risks to bring about change, and it's about daring to dream of a better world. Courageous men aren't just great individuals, they are catalysts for societal transformation, igniting sparks of change that can set the world ablaze. Let's not forget righteousness, the belief in humanity and goodness for everyone. A world of great men is a world where righteousness reigns supreme. It's a world where fairness and justice are not just ideals, but everyday practices. It's a world where compassion is as common as breathing, and where kindness is the currency that fuels society. Admirable men, those who lead by example, are the lighthouses in the stormy sea of life. Their actions inspire others to strive for greatness, to uphold honor, and to live with integrity. They are the role models that young men look up to, the leaders that communities rally behind, and the heroes that history remembers. Finally, imagine a world where wisdom is cherished above all. It's a world where men use their mental intelligence to reason through problems, to give sound advice, and to make informed decisions. It's a world where knowledge is not just sought after, but used wisely, where understanding is not just appreciated, but shared freely. So you see, the SCRAW attributes aren't just about individual greatness, they're about creating a world of great men. A world where these attributes are the norm rather than the exception. A world where greatness is not an aspiration but a reality. And that, my friends, is the power of SCRAW. It's not just a recipe for greatness, it's a roadmap to a better world. It's a call to action for every man to strive for greatness, not just for himself, but for the entire world. In the world of great men, the SCRAW attributes aren't just ideals, they're a reality.
Hello again. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.
Out of here, more than a man, it's nothing to play with. More than a man, takes dedication. More than a man is an endless job. Good for humanity, y'all deserve some props. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. More than a man, add some civility. More than a man, builds your integrity. More than a man, brings dependability to family, and his words is bonds.